All right. Very good afternoon, everyone. Hello, all the students. First of all, congratulations for reaching to IIT Bombay and welcome to BB 101 course. Of course, we are not going to start the lecture today. Idea was to just give you an overview of how this course is going to operate, what are the logistics and various type of things which you need to know. The actual lecture will start from the next week only. So I'm just going to give you some idea for the entire course, what is going to happen for the BB 101. So overall, in this course, there are 4 instructors who are going to talk to you. Today, of course, it's just the matter of logistics, which we would like to talk to you and make sure that you're available on all the forum and all the various resources which is required for this course. So there are 3 modules in this course. One is MCB module, molecular and cell biology. Second is physical biology, and third is biomedical engineering. So the first module will be taught by myself, Sanjeev Srivastava, and Professor Shilja Nair, who will be teaching after me. Second module on physical biology will be taught by Professor Amrish Kumar, and biomedical engineering by Professor Hari Verma. Now, in my module, there will be a quiz of 5 marks, mid-sem 20 marks. Professor Shilja Nair will be in the mid-sem 25 marks. The total will be 50 marks from the first module. Physical biology, again, you have the quiz as well as the end-sem, 25 marks, and biomedical engineering, quiz and end-sem. So in this way, you can now see the distribution of the marks module-wise. MCB module, 50 marks, physical biology, 30 marks, and the biomedical engineering, 20 marks. For the mid-sem, you will get 40 marks. End-sem, in fact, it will become mid-sem, if Professor Shilja is not taking quiz, it will become 45 marks. And total will be 100 marks. Minimum 30% will be required as a passing mark from the course. So I'm just giving you a very brief idea that how the course is going to be taken for the MCB module. Given that we understand all of you are coming to study at IIT Bombay with the engineering background, engineering inclination to take your career forward. And biology probably something which you may not have liked so much already in the past. Nevertheless, we are going to talk biology in a different way to really emphasize you that how there is a need to understand biological concept and connect that in the more interdisciplinary manner with other engineering disciplines to come up with the better solutions for society. So that will be the motivation for the instructors to give the principles in place. And as we will go along, we will talk to you different basic concepts, which sometimes you might have even heard about them at your high school level, but to bring to the more context of the actual diseases and actual devices, actual problems, actual solutions. And that's where you will see some sort of change in the way you would have thought about biology and how the biology is going to make a different impact. But the first lecture, which I'll be talking in the coming week, will primarily focus on about the overview of cell and different cell organelles, and try to connect it with other applications on this area. The second lecture will talk to you about cell cycle and cell division, but again, more towards the context of cancer and why this kind of understanding cell division and cell cycle becomes very crucial. Third and fourth lecture will talk to you and introduce you with some of the more recent innovations in biotechnology area and some of the DNA tools available. Especially you are hearing in the COVID time about real-time PCR analysis, polymerase chain reaction, how that works, the gene cloning concept, other type of technology in the area of biotechnology, which is very much important and making a lot of clinical significance throughout. So that's something which you will learn in this particular, these 2 lectures of L3 and L4, which will be the following week, second week. We will talk briefly about the metabolism, how different important activities are connected for the photosynthesis to respiration, and some of the important metabolic pathways you will be taught. Last 2 lectures for me will be on the genetics. The lecture 6 will be about the Mendelian genetics, how it is also applicable to some of the clinical tests which are being done and relevant. And the last lecture will be about a classical experiment done by Morgan to look into the genetics for more chromosomal and molecular basis of inheritance, and how to understand some of the key experiments which has derived the knowledge in this particular area. So these are the 7 lectures which I will be delivering in the next 3.5 weeks time. And Professor Shilja Nair will take it forward from there, and then she will talk to you more about further cell signaling, development, bacteria, viruses, evolution, some of these concepts she will take it till mid-sem. So just I have already now given you some idea about how I'm going to take the course forward. Overview here is that first lecture will be about tour of a cell, second will be about cell cycle, third will be genome and DNA tools, fourth will be continuing to the same with more technologies, fifth about metabolism, 6 and 7 about genetics, different concept of genetics. In between now you will see tutorial sorts. Tutorial first will be coming just after 1 lecture, so that will have some of the more basic fundamental concepts to refresh you about your biology, and then something linked to my first lecture. Second tutorial will be a combination of L2 and L3, the previous 2 lectures. Tutorial 3 will be again the previous 2 lectures of L4 and L5. Tutorial 4th will be L6 and L7. Now, at the end of each lecture, including the first lecture also, we will have a quiz, but that will be just for practice, not for grading. Whereas from the second lecture onwards, last 10 minutes will be MCQ questions, a quiz which will be, judging your concepts of the previous lecture and looking at how well you have understood that. So that will be coming from the first lecture, so that you have some time to go through it. The quiz will be not from the same lecture, right? I hope that will make you comfortable. And this will keep you on track in terms of your understanding, clarifying the doubts. And also, it will also help us to keep track of your attendance and your attentiveness in the class. Likewise, second quiz will be from the previous lecture. And as we go along, there will be 6 quizzes like that, 1 from the previous lecture like that. So no quiz from the last lecture in that way. Further, we have 4 tutorials, which we, as I mentioned to you, plan T1, T2, T3, T4 on every Wednesday morning, 8:30 to 9:30, that is planned. Only in the last 2 tutorials, you will also have 1 more quiz, MCQ based. So total now you will have 8 graded quizzes. These quizzes will be done MCQ based, which will be in the Moodle based, which we will show you how to do that. Questions will be essentially MCQ type, maybe single or multiple answer could be correct. But just to keep you a little bit more at ease to begin with, we are going to use only 5 quizzes out of 8, your best 5 quizzes for the grading. I hope that will really help you to improve your grades and make sure you are on track. If for some time you have connectivity issues or something else, medical problem comes up, we cannot entertain those. I think we are giving you enough options to lose even some. Still do your best. Those who will doing all 8 quizzes can at least get the best 5. Those with some reason of medical or any type of internet connectivity, you lose something, we will be taking as many you will do. So that is the quiz policy. Time will be 10 minutes for every quiz. We also have some PWD candidates for which they need some extra time, and that we will give 15 minutes for that separate group of the students, and that will be Google form based quiz. I hope that clarifies all of your doubts in terms of how these 7 lectures and 4 tutorials are going to run in the next couple of weeks time. We would also like you to know some of the resources available to you, which will help you to get the best of the course and keep you to the pace. First of all, the Telegram group, which we have already made. Most of you have joined. If some of you have not joined, please do join the Telegram group so that for certain important announcements and activities, we can update you once in a while. And that could be also a good forum for all of you to do a peer review process yourself, discuss your own problems and get your friends to take some of these solutions forward, right? Of course, don't discuss the questions from the quizzes. Then the Moodle is there, which is going to have, again, announcements as well as the quiz will be from Moodle. Handouts will be uploaded on the Moodle. All of that will be there. The class will happen on the Zoom, and you are already registering for that. Quizzes will be, for some of you, Google form based, the PWD candidate. Rest of the students will be on the Moodle. But also we would like to have, if you are, as you will realize in the class, given the large number of students who are taking this course, that there will be not too much time sufficient in the class to really interact with everybody. So if after watching the first lecture, if a lot of questions, queries comes to your mind, we will give you a Google link, Google form link, which you can write your query from which slide or which question which you think is unclear or which concept is unclear, so that in the next class we can try to cover some of these concepts again or clarify your doubts. And of course, we can take some questions live as well, but the timing will be quite limited. We are also going to have the Teams group mate, which will be for tutorials. The tutorial will happen on the Teams, not on the Zoom. And I'll talk about that. And the final exam will be your mid-sem or the end-sem will be video proctored in the SAFE. So just to introduce you with the TAs, Mr. Ankit Halder and MS Shashwati Parihari, they are the head TAs of this course, and they will be involved in many of your queries to reply back to you. Additionally, for every room means here the online room which we'll create in the Teams, every room we will have two TAs who will be talking to you every week on your tutorial slot. And they will be the one who will try to clarify the doubts as well as give you some problem solving during the tutorial slots which we have planned. And we have kept some backup TAs, for some issues for that matter. So this part will be taken every week by the TA groups. For the whole course, we have 2 batches, D2 and D4 batches. You already know your class timing on the Tuesday and Friday for the D2 and Monday and Thursday for D4 batches. We will have the one tutorial, which will be common slot for all the students, but different batches will be made, and Zoom classes will be on different days. Now, just to keep you also aware of other resources available, you can watch some of the, so whatever lectures we will do here in the class, we will upload those in YouTube channel here. And also there are some other reference material and other videos which will also upload to keep you, making aware of many contents, associated material. And also in the description of every video, you will, if you click on that, you will have a lot more information. So don't only just watch a video. Right now we have just kept some 2 videos there, but every day you will start seeing some content to be released. So when you click on the video description part, you will see the even handouts or PPTs which will be uploaded. Like in today's video, whatever the slides I'm using, I will upload those as a handout, and that will be in the video description. Along with that, we'll also have a feedback form in the Google form, which you can utilize to fill the form prior to the next class to have your query or things to be clarified. So therefore, this playlist of YouTube will help you to organize the material like your class notes, and all your description will be there. Additionally, we are also going to have a help session from one of the TS senior undergrad students, Mr. Jyotirmay Roy. He has been a very good student of BB 101. In the past, he has done many TS-ship. And he will be helping many students with the Hindi session as well to convey some of the concepts with clarifying in Hindi. Anybody can join for that matter, but those who are having some difficulty in understanding entire mode of communication, which is going to be in English, you have one more opportunity to clarify the doubts in Hindi. And of course, any other questions you can clarify with Jyotirmay for that matter. So a separate link is given here for the Teams, and that is every Saturday will happen in the evening, open to anybody for that to attend this, and you can clarify any specific query with Jyotirmay Roy. Registration is required for you to come to the Zoom class, and I'd request now Ankit, one of the head TAs, to speak a little bit about this part while I flash his slides. It is mandatory for all the students joining the course to register in Zoom so that they can, once they join in the class, we know which roll number student is available. And for your Moodle quizzes and everywhere, you have to make sure that you write with your proper roll number. Otherwise, that will happen that, the grading will have problems. Later on, we cannot rename or change anything over there. Ankit, you want to clarify any points here?
Yeah. So first of all, to need to register, first sign into the Zoom using your IITB webmail that is there. You first sign in into the Zoom, and then with the link that we will be sharing in the Moodle for registration, there will be 14 lectures till mid-sem for MCB part. So click on the link there is a, I think there's a registration template which you have to fill with your name, roll number, and your division, that is D2 or D4, and then we have to click on registration. For this lecture, I had said that any Gmail or personal mail has been allowed, but for lectures from Monday, that is the registration link which we'll be sharing it today, the registration will not be approved for anyone using Gmail except for webmail ID. Another thing is that I would like to walk all of you through one exercise, that see that you can have an option of rename yourself. Okay, when you click on your name, go to the participants, go to the thing, and you can see rename. So for attending the lectures, you should rename yourself as roll number name, like this one. I am showing just one example of renaming myself.
All right, Ankit, I hope that makes them clear. Let's take any further queries separately. So all of you, I hope it is clear. If in case something is unclear, please put in the chat so that TS could clarify your doubts. And as you have understood that we would like everybody to have the proper same way of registration, roll number _ name. For any specific query, you can always email here. And right now you have opportunity to write in the chat directly so that any queries can be taken forward, right? I'm sure during the class, you will understand that you will keep yourself muted so that there is no interference, no background. And you can raise your hand if you have any specific query, or you can always put in the chat box if you have any question to be addressed. We will also stop entry in the Zoom class online after 10 minutes. If you are, you can't be so late, right? All right. I think one student have asked a question about the book, reference book, which is the correctly you have asked for. I think I missed that point in my previous slide. Let me go back one slide. Yes. So this is already I shown here, but I missed to emphasize about this. Campbell Biology 10th edition book is what is going to be used. You will be given this book by TAs. You will have access to this book and you can utilize this book. We will be referring this book throughout in the MCB module of the course, right? So that is actually a valid point to be addressed. So I hope so far we are clear about it. Moodle is, you keep an eye about announcements. Some of the email and announcement which I'm making from the Moodle, you will get that for D2 and D4 modules. Also, the quizzes will happen over there. As soon as I finish my session, you will be assisted by TS to go through the 5 minutes short mock quiz in the Moodle. This is not going to be graded, and very simple basic biology quiz, just for you to make familiar with the process so that you are clear about that part. So please do join after that. Regarding tutorials, as you have already seen that, tutorials will be, parallel rooms will be created in the teams, and there will be 18 rooms. There will be 2 TAs in each room, around 40 students per room, and we will have at least 20 students per TA will be in that way to look after. Every class you will have at the end of 10 minutes, you will have the quiz. The first quiz in the first lecture, which I'll be teaching next week, that will be ungraded. After that, you will have the graded quizzes. And feedback form will be also given so that if you have any query for any specific question or doubt, you can clarify that, you can put over there and we will get back to you on that. All right, so last couple of minutes time, because we tried not to make it a full class for you. We want to give you at least some more relaxing time before you're busy at IIT Bombay. So this is the area proteomics which I work on, which is essentially deals with the studying the proteins in more high throughput manner. The field is quite technology oriented, which requires a lot of instrumentation and high throughput gadgets for screening thousands of proteins from various type of human and clinical samples to investigate different diseases, different problems. We work on brain tumors, other cancers, some of the infectious diseases, more recently on the COVID-19 as well. In next 2-3 minutes time, I will give you a lab tour to give you a little bit more informal view of where we are, from where we work, and we are going to talk to you every day. And of course, as we go along, we will show you at least in between some experiments as well as we go along directly in the class time, so that you can also make the connect with what we are talking and how it is relevant for different type of problems to be addressed, right? I request TS to keep replying back to the queries coming in the forum. And so let me just move to the lab and quickly show you, give a tour of our lab. All right, so now what you're going to see, proteomics laboratory, and especially a lot of clinical research being done. So I'll show you the lab around. And of course, as we will be talking more in subsequent weeks, then we'll talk about different technologies, how that can be used. So any kind of basic molecular biology lab, as in the COVID time, you're all aware of, it starts from this instrument, which is known as PCR, polymerase chain reaction, to amplify your genes of interest, your DNA of interest, right? And all of those start from the wet lab side. All these researchers who are preparing the samples, in the lab, all that starts from preparing good DNA, RNA, protein, many of these biomolecules, which is required for your further analysis, right? And once you do that, then of course you can start utilizing different technologies. You can start using different type of instrumentation and platforms to screen for your possible culprits, which are pathogens, or looking at the cancer for that matter. So different instrumentation, we have one which I'm just flashing it here, is known as the protein microarrays. This technology looks into the miniaturized, the slides on which all the human proteins are present. We work on a lot of clinical samples, lot of clinical project goes on in the lab. And as a result, our labs stores large number of clinical samples. As you will appreciate here, that these samples are really at the very ultra low temperature, -70 or 80 stored, to ensure that there is no degradation happening in the samples, and the samples could be stored for the future activities. Variety of different workflows are used. Some of the instrumentation are required for the high throughput sample prep and screening, which is one of this instrument here, is liquid handler. And another instrument I'm showing you is an FTIR instrument. Some of these things we'll talk in the context as we go along. This is a multi-plate reader which can do the quantification and get your values and absorbance to look for the concentration of different analytes. But more importantly, our lab uses many of the mass spectrometers, LC-MS, which comes under field of proteomics. So now I'm taking you to this lab, which is quite well equipped with variety of LC-MS, liquid chromatography mass spectrometers. And these are the instruments which can really screen thousands of proteins from the human tissue sample, or plasma sample, or other kind of biological sample simultaneously. Imagine that studying one protein or one gene is difficult, but these kind of technologies now makes us enable to look after the screening at the very different scale, right? Now, what you see another mass spectrometer here, which is used for more of the metabolite screening, and another instrumentation here which looks for a specific type of targets like metabolites or proteins to be screened. You will hear about NGS, next generation sequencer, and one of this instrumentation is to be used for that type of genome sequencing and screening. This is just a glimpse of it. Of course, we will talk more and give you concept and experimental demonstration as we go along in the context. Right now, I think this is the short first interaction what we have. I'd like to stop here, and if any specific queries are there, which I think TS are probably taking in the chat, they can do that. We will upload this video, the PPTs, whatever I spoke to you today. And any further doubt you have, you can always keep discussing in the Telegram group, which is more informal group over there, right? All right, that's everything which I thought I'll convey you right now. And we'll stop this session today. Wish you good luck for your semester to start next week. Welcome once more to IIT Bombay, and we look forward to have very stimulating and good interaction with all of you. Okay, thank you very much, everyone.
Hello.
Yes.
So just there is the mock quiz uploaded in the Moodle. So everyone just go and start attempting the quiz. Also, there is feedback form. Mention if you are facing any difficulty while attempting the quiz. So everyone just log into Moodle. So go to the activity of the week 22 to 28 November and start attempting the mock quiz.
All right, thanks everyone. We will start the next group now, and we will talk to you more in detail in the next week. So make it more informal way of discussion so that we can give you the best possible. With the online mode of challenging communication, one good thing which has also come out that, since we are talking directly from our office and lab, we can also give you the best here from the directly showing the experiments and some steps, which were actually not possible when we were coming to the classroom and teaching to 500 students. Now you can at least make better use of the available resources what we have. Okay, thank you everyone. We'll talk to you more next week.